Hey everyone, Tony Winston here for Jazz Piano College. Had a request to do I'm Getting Sentimental Over You. It's another one of those World War II big band classic songs. You know, it really brings back that black and white era. And I recently did Moonlight Serenade, so maybe that's why the person thought of this song, because I think they're pretty, they both bring back that same kind of feeling. The chart I have is in F, which would be too high for a trombone here. That's getting out of the range. The original key here is D. So, I don't know. I think I'm just going to do this in F, to tell you the truth, because we got a chart for F, and Herb Alpert did it in F, so maybe on the trumpet it works out a little better like this. And he kind of goes, he kind of swings it up. It says ballad or medium swing. We can just start. I'll do this pretty basic for beginners, I guess. The melody here is the major seventh, so just play a triad. I'll bet you the original just went to E7 here. All right. And then it's kind of like a C minor 6 chord. But keeping it in a different inversion, like having that E flat on the bottom, you know, gives you that smooth bass line going down like that. So do it the way you like. Now, if you want the B minor, you could just suspend the E, all right, like that. That's a B minor, really. Maybe let's put this in root position this time. So, you know, we're outlining the chord there except for the bass note, so we don't need much in the left hand. Maybe put the E flat in to keep it sounding like a minor 7 flat 5 chord. And then D7. Notice I'm leaving out the 5. And once again, you know, the melody's the third, so all we need is the root and the 7th here. And all we need is the root and the 3rd here, because here's the 7th. And then F6. Well, let's play a root and a 5, a 3, and a 6. And then, you know, D. Here's where you can, you know, get kind of creative here. But you can just do something simple like D7, G minor, and C7. All right, so maybe a bigger version here would be to use open voicings. Now for B minor, if you can reach this, kind of a good way to do it. Now that's C7 sharp 5. My old jazz teacher, I mean, he gets on my case. He sends me emails and stuff all the time saying, my student looked at your video and you called it a sharp 5 and it's supposed to be a flat 13. And, you know, you just have to go with what everybody else is doing. You can't fight the trend. Now, when you see a sharp 5, it means like an augmented chord, and it also kind of means the whole tone scale, which will work for this melody. But more modern jazz players are thinking of this as a flat 13, and which makes it more of an altered chord. So you can play like a flat 9 in there along with the flat 13, or even add a sharp 9 too, something like that. And this little, that's kind of a country thing, I don't know. Well, no, it's from 7 Steps to Heaven. All right, I'm going to get to the bridge of A minor. What better way than to do a 2, 5, 1. You've got A minor 6. Coming up is F sharp minor 7 flat 5, which is the exact same notes. So if you want to make it sound like you're actually changing chords, I mean, changing the bass note will make it that way. But you see, the harmony doesn't really change. So what I do a lot of times is don't do a minor 6, do a minor 7th here, as long as the melody supports it. That way it really sounds like a chord change, because at least you're moving from here to there. All right, so here's my minor. I'm going to do the flat 5 down here, and the 3rd and the 7th here, and the melody there. And, you know, these are the kind of voicings that, you know, if you practice and play this stuff enough, you start to remember these voicings. And I don't know any other way to describe it than that. You can do a smaller one here. Here comes B7. You know, a Berklee College of Music formula would be this. But let's change the 5th to a 7th, and then maybe add something like the flat 9 would be good. And here's E7th. Put the flat 9 in. B minor. Add the melody note. There's a minor 13 chord if you play it like that. Here's E7. So many things we could add to it, you know. We could put the flat 9. We could do a sharp 11. All right, let's just keep it really simple now. Or just stay on A minor. See how good that flat 13 is in there. So you shouldn't call it a sharp 5 if you do that. But, you know, nowadays, even in some of those really good real books, the new real books, you know, they have altered chords indicated like this.